Hoy conversé con dos personalidades importantes en Milwaukee. Son personalidades con una influencia importante para la clase trabajadora de esta zona de Estados Unidos. Earl Ingram es locutor de radio. Tiene una audiencia muy amplia. Él es progresista. Mientras que Orlando Owens es político del Partido Republicano y está buscando el voto por Donald Trump. Aquí los detalles. Earl Ingram, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. I'm honored.
But what are the risks if Donald Trump and his vice president nominee, J.D. Vance, take the presidency of the United States? What are the risks?
Well, many. Number one, Project 2025, four of the top orchestrators of that used to be in the Trump campaign, used to be in his staff, part of his staff, and so he's running away from it now, saying he has nothing to do with it. But clearly, if he gets reelected, he's going to follow that path. There's nothing to stop him. He's got 4 years, and he doesn't have to run for reelection ever again. So he'll be able to do whatever it is he wants to do if by chance the Republicans can win the Congress and the Senate, and it is razor tight right now. And if those three things happen, the government of this nation as we have known it is going to disappear and move into chaos, and which means that the world itself, because America being the nation that it is, will move into chaos.
What do you have in the other hand? The Democratic Party, President Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris. You just spoke with Biden a few days ago. What do you think about that campaign and that project?
I think that President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris have been addressing something that has been dogging and hurting this nation for a long time, and that's the middle class of this nation has been hollowed out, and the poor inside of the wealthiest nation on earth are suffering silently. The world is not aware of the suffering that goes on inside of this country. Again, the wealthiest on earth. The financial resources of the country have now gone into the hands of a select few, and the American citizens are really pawns who no longer have control over their own futures. It's heartbreaking when you see that we have a nation that constantly looks at the other nations and can point out the shortcomings of those nations, but inside of our own borders, we can't look at and understand the suffering that goes on with the American people.
Yes. Do you think Biden is capable for 4 more years?
I think Joe Biden is possibly able to do this with the support and help of all of those around him. The one thing that I will say about President Biden are his policies. His policies have addressed many of the things that have impacted the middle class and the poor of this nation over the last 3 decades. He's been more effective than any of the other presidents in addressing the suffering and struggle of the American people.
Earl, thank you very much for receiving us. Thank you very much for having us here in your studio. And thank you for your voice, for this progressist voice here in America.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.